Okay, so I've not gone mad. And Mum, I haven't done any drugs. This is Wim Hof, also known as the Iceman. He's broken multiple records, climbed Mount Everest in just his shorts, ran a marathon in the Sahara Desert without drinking water, and he introduced his breathing method to many people, including me.
Great, here we are. We are going to do the breathing. This is the first video of the mini class.
Okay, so what
Breathing.
helps him do this?
Breathing, how
The
to
Wim Hof
change
breathing
the
method.
chemistry.
I encourage you guys to watch this video and try it at least once before making an opinion and thinking this is some voodoo stuff or something crazy. But what this breathing exercise basically is, you do 3 to 4 rounds of 30 in and out breaths, and at the end of the 30th breath, you let everything out. Then you hold it as long as you can, and when you feel like breathing again, take a deep breath in and hold it for 15 seconds. And after that, breathe normally again. This breathing method is so powerful that it's really advised to not do this while you're driving or underwater because there is a chance you could faint. My first memory of breath work was waking up really early as a kid, seeing my grandma doing some yoga in front of the TV. She would always watch the same yogi guiding like over 100 people. And I also used to live really close to a park, and every morning I used to hear a group of people laughing really loudly, and I knew that there was something going on there. They were always doing like a yoga session or like a breathing session, and basically they were like meditating and stuff every morning. And not gonna lie, when I was a kid I thought it was pretty cool and a tiny bit funny, but I never tried it. So if you guys remember from the last challenge, it was the cold shower challenge, and during that challenge I remember hyperventilating a lot. So for the month of March I decided to practice some breath work, even though I didn't have the highest expectations, but I thought I might as well try it. Thing. Alright, let's do this breathing thing, I guess. Alright, so just did round 2 and I definitely feel a difference. Round 1 was alright, like I did feel something. I felt like it was, my vision was a tiny bit brighter, but after round 2, like there's such a huge difference. I think it's mainly because obviously you've done more repetitions. At the end of round 2, I really had to relax. Like my heartbeat was going, my heartbeat was going, and after a few seconds, I could feel my ear. Like it felt weird, but apparently, when it's your first time doing this exercise, you should feel like quite of a difference. I feel like my vision's gone more clear. Like it's just everything's brighter. I don't think that's just because, I don't think my vision's gone brighter just because I've closed my eyes and opened it. Like, I genuinely think that my vision has gone brighter. Like, I don't know, everything's gone clearer, and I feel like there's some energy packed inside me now, and that's just waiting to release. It might be a placebo effect, but I try not to get convinced by videos and stuff, and I try to give my honest opinion. And yeah, so I guess that was day 1, and very good. Alright, so that was day 2 of the Wim Hof breathing, and I did 3 rounds, and I definitely feel a difference. It almost feels like, when you wake up, you're not fully awake, but then after like a few hours, you finally start to feel awake and fresh. That's how I feel right now after the 3 rounds of breathing, and it genuinely feels good. I feel like I've got quite a lot of energy. I feel like something's going in my head. It feels like there's some like electrical activity or something like that. But yeah, it's a good feeling, not a bad feeling. And yeah. Okay, so I feel like I do feel less tired since I woke up. And it's only the first round of the breathing. So the bit where you exhale and then you just don't breathe for as long as you can. I did it a bit differently today. I tried to almost control my heartbeat and slow it down, and I feel like that did help me. I don't know how long I kept that for, but I can check it out later. But I feel like longer than usual. And yeah. Even though this is a 30-day challenge, I missed a few days on purpose because I wanted to feel the difference of when I didn't do the breath work. And honestly, I did feel a difference. It was a bit like the cold shower, and on the days when I didn't do it, I felt quite heavy and I felt like I wanted to blow something out. I also tried to make my opinion on this experiment as honest as possible, so I didn't listen to any external opinion that would affect mine, and I didn't listen to any videos related to this, and I also didn't do any meditation or cold showers because I feel like meditation and cold showers have a similar effect, and I didn't want that to affect this experiment. But Wim Hof does say that having cold showers after doing the breathing exercise really does help. So what do I think about it? It was alright. No, I'm joking. It was better than I expected. At the start, I did have some expectations, but my expectation my expectations have been exceeded. Before starting this challenge, I kind of knew what was happening scientifically inside our bodies, and that was quite interesting to me. That's why I wanted to do this challenge. So what happens is when you're doing the repetitions of breathing in and out, when you breathe in, you're letting in a lot of oxygen, allowing your body to be saturated. By the end of it, your body becomes more saturated than when you started. And when you're breathing out, you're letting out a lot of carbon dioxide as well. So you end up with a lower carbon dioxide level in your body. So that allows your body to be more alkaline as you have more oxygen in your body compared to before. And that was the first round. What happens after the second and the third is that the level of carbon dioxide drops down even more, resulting in your body becoming more alkaline. The breath hold phase builds up nitric oxide in your body, and what nitric oxide does is it vasodilates your blood vessels in your body, which basically means your blood vessels widen, allowing more blood transfer and more oxygen to the parts of your body. I actually find that quite cool because I learned that in my lesson, and you know when you learn something in your lesson and you can actually use it in your day-to-day life, you're like, whoa. And yeah. Wim Hof also proved science wrong. He took part in an endotoxin experiment where he got injected with some dead bacteria. Unlike over 100 people that took part in this experiment and experienced nausea, sickness, and fever, Wim Hof didn't. He used his breathing method to influence his autonomic nervous system. And he's not a freak of nature. He ended up training a group of people who also did the experiment, and they had similar results.
Normally, it's very difficult to increase your adrenaline levels by your own will. Adrenaline is released by the autonomic nervous system. And autonomic means that you cannot voluntarily influence it. So if you walk outside and you are robbed on the street, you will have a heart rate of 160 and your blood pressure will be sky high within seconds. But if I ask you now to increase your heart rate, you cannot do that. You cannot voluntarily modulate that. And with the techniques of Wim Hof, we show that he was able to increase his adrenaline levels to very high concentrations, even higher than people that go bungee jumping for the first time. That was something that we didn't think possible before that.
After each session, my head felt clear and my arms and my legs would feel really tingly, and I knew I was listening to my body. I was aware of what was happening inside my body, and it felt kind of weird, but in a good way. Okay, so these were some of the things I saw an improvement on. My push-ups increased. Doing this challenge, the gyms were closed, so I couldn't improve my strength like massively. But I was doing push-ups around like 25, something like that in one go. But then after doing this breathing exercise, I improved it by like 50, somewhere around that in one go. And I was amazed by it. I was so amazed that I had to write it down. I was like, whoa. And another thing which I was kind of expecting, but I didn't expect it to be that like big of a difference. It was my breath retention. I was able to hold my breath for a minute and maybe 14 before I started this challenge. But near the end, I could hold my breath for like 2 minutes and like 10 seconds. And I believe that if I continue to do this, I can definitely increase that to like maybe like 3 minutes and I think that would be like a really good achievement. So in summary, I think that breathwork can actually be very beneficial. I don't think that 30 days is long enough to review this, so I'm going to keep on doing this for, I don't know, I'm just going to keep on doing it and maybe make a review later, but I just feel like it really does help and it can be beneficial to your health. Doing this challenge has really helped me remember that breathing is really important and breathing is what gives us life. And so many of us don't even breathe properly, and some of us even forget to breathe. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching it till the end. Don't forget to breathe, and I love you.
Breathe, motherfucker!
Oh yeah, I just want to show you guys a quick clip of this video I found. It's very funny and it's quite cute actually. But it's about a brother trying to calm his brother down. I'll just play it next.
Breathe. Again. See, you have to calm down.
Breathe, motherfucker!